Hello, good morning. It's a great day, a lovely day, Sunday. It's weekend, it's almost over, but okay. I hope you have a lovely and enjoyable day, right? It's time to study English again, and we will see another video about the conditional tense. Uh, in my videos that I have split in many parts about the conditional tense, I also included a description of which part, which tense we were studying between parentheses, right? Because I guess it's important to identify better, because conditionals has a lot of topics, and if I just put conditionals part 1, conditionals part 2, you might be confused and have to open the video to find out whether it's about the topic you want to search. Because the idea here is not necessarily you have to sweep through all the videos that I have uploaded, but sometimes you just want to search for a specific topic and study, right? Or maybe not, maybe you want to review the whole thing, and so you watch the whole series, okay? So let's get going, shall we? Okay. All right, so we were studying this structure that involves the past perfect in the if clause, okay? If I had and a verb in the past participle, this is the past perfect. If pronoun had and the verb in the past participle. And now we will see the difference between this structure and the simple past in the if clause, right? In the conditional tense, conditional sentences, right? We have conditional sentences because it's what involves if, okay? When we have if part of the sentence and another sentence. Okay, so let's get going. If I was tired, I would take a nap. Okay, so imagine you are talking to someone, a friend, and a friend of yours asks you, are you tired? And then you answer, if I was tired, I would take a nap. This situation, does it refer to a past situation or a current situation? It's in the present, because this means I am not tired now. So this action takes place now, right? Right now. It's as if Joe Biden says. I love Joe Biden's speech. Every time he likes to emphasize, right now. Americans they need this now. Okay, so if I was tired, I would take a nap. And then let's compare the sentence to another structure here. If he hadn't been tired, he wouldn't have left early. Okay, so if he hadn't been tired, he wouldn't have left early. So what does it mean? Was he tired or not? He was tired. This action, this situation of him being tired, did it take place in the past? Okay, the question itself gives out the answer, okay? This situation takes place in the past because if he hadn't been tired, he wouldn't have left early. So, what's the timeline here? He goes to a party. Okay, he enjoys the party, everything is fine until the time that, oh, that's enough, I'm tired. I've had enough of it, now I'm leaving. So I'm tired now, and he left early before the party ends. The party ends here, not now, okay? The party ends here and he leaves at this time. So this whole situation takes place in the past, okay? He left the party earlier because the party ends and he had already left. So you see the difference? When you use the conditional sentences with the simple past in the if part of the sentence, it's not a past situation, it refers to now. Whereas when we refer to a past situation, an action or an event that takes place in the past, then we use the past perfect. And notice that the past perfect is used when we have two actions, two events, two situations in the past. The first action or situation you use the past perfect, and the second one you use the simple past, okay? Is it possible to use would in the if part of the sentence? Is it possible? No, it's not possible. You have already studied this, okay? So when you say, if he had gone to New York, he would have visited the Statue of Liberty. Okay, if he had gone to New York, he would have visited the Statue of Liberty. So would is only used in the other sentence, not here. Here, in the if part of the sentence, it's not possible to use would. You can use will, can, and may when the next sentence, if he will, no, sorry, I made a mistake here. You can use the present tense here. The present tense can be used here in the if part of the sentence if the next sentence comes with will, can, or may. For example, if I go abroad, I will visit the US, for example. It can be in the past, coming with would, could, might. If I studied more, I could have a better score, okay? And we have this situation right here in which we have the past perfect in the if part, and the next one we use would, could, or might have, plus a verb in the past participle. Would have visited. You see? The same thing. Okay, I guess I gave too much emphasis to this, but it can never be studied enough, okay? We need to see that. The contraction D can be many things, right? It can be would or had. How can you tell the difference? Had. How can you tell the difference? You have to see the sentence if you understand the meaning, right? So you realize. If she went downtown, she'd see the doctor. This abridged form, this contracted form, she'd, what does it mean? She would or she had? She would. Because simple past, would. Okay? If part, simple past, next sentence, would. Okay? If he'd had enough time, he would have visited you. If he'd had enough time, he would have visited you. And you see, this structure is strange, isn't it? He'd had. What the hell? So he'd had is it he would have? He would had is impossible, right? Would had. It's impossible to happen. The only structure feasible here is would have, not would had. No, doesn't exist. After the verb would, you use a verb in the infinitive tense without to, okay? After would. So if he had. What is had? The past perfect. Had here is not from the structure of the past perfect. The past perfect is had plus the main verb in the past participle. Had here is the main verb of the sentence, is the verb have in the past participle. Have, had. Okay? All right. Is it possible to use, let me see. Is it possible to use this structure, had done, after wish? Okay. For example, let's remind a previous video that I recorded that I talked about the verb wish. I wish I was rich. I wish I was rich, right? I'm not rich. So, I wish I was rich refers to a situation now. Okay? Right now. I wish I was rich. I'm not rich. I wanted this action to happen now. Okay? Let me see. So, when you have I wish plus pronoun plus a verb in the simple past, this structure refers to a situation now, right? Now, she wishes she knew Spanish. She has never studied Spanish before, but now she wishes she knew Spanish because she needs to know Spanish now. Okay? So, although the verb is in the past, the situation refers to now. In the same way, you can use the past perfect after wish. She wishes she hadn't said too much in the meeting, during the meeting. You know, when you go to work and people have lots of meetings during work time, okay? And sometimes it's better to keep your mouth shut rather than saying too much. Do you agree? So she wishes she hadn't said too much during the meeting. So let's understand something. It's a little confusing sometimes, I know, but you will get used to it. She wishes, you see, it's in the present. Here we have the past perfect. So, comparing to a situation, let me finish explaining this, then I will make the comparison. She wishes she hadn't said too much during the meeting. What's the true? She said too much. This situation took place in the past. So the meeting was in the past. Meeting here, she said too much. And we have now here. So she said during the meeting took place in the past. Somebody asked her something, or she wanted to express her opinion in such, how can I say, she wants to emphasize that she was right about something, but she said too much, okay? She oversaid, okay? So she said too much. So she wishes she hadn't said too much during the meeting. It's the past perfect, but it refers to a past situation. Okay? So summarizing what we have seen this lesson. When I have an if sentence, if I knew English, I'd study abroad. If part of the sentence, if it comes in the simple past, it refers to a situation now, because it means that I don't know English. Okay? I wish I knew English. It's the same thing. I don't know English. I wish I knew English. So I wish plus simple past refers to a situation now. So summarizing, if part in the past and wish plus simple past refers to now situation, current situation. It is happening now. On the other hand, if I have, if he had applied for the job, he would have succeeded. If he applied for the job, he would have succeeded. So, had applied refers to a past situation because it means that he didn't apply for the job. He didn't apply, right? If he had applied, but he didn't apply for the job. So this is the past perfect. So, similarly, if we have, I wish I had applied for the job. What's the meaning? The meaning is, I didn't apply for the job, but I wish I had applied for the job. So summarizing, when we have if plus past perfect, and when I have wish plus past perfect, it refers to a past situation, okay? So it's the same thing. You will get used to it. It's not difficult. It's just a matter of practice, okay? So this past situation and this current situation, okay? All right, see you next video. Bye bye.